Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Thanks God. We are praying to God that today we can meet again in the subject of English for tourism. And starting our lecture today, let's reciting together Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to listen the student presentation. According to the schedule, there's the two students who will present the PowerPoint test. Firstly, Ricky Ardian, and then secondly, Susan Sadinia. I would like to check about the Ricky Ardian. Hello, Ricky. Are you joining us now?
It seems that he hasn't come yet.
Okay, just because of that, I think directly we will hear about the Susan Sardinia presentation. Susan, your time 7 until 10 minutes maybe because you are the one of the presenter in this moment. Please, time is yours, Susan.
Thank you, sir, for the time. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Today, I'm going to do a presentation about Mount Padang or Padang Mountain. So, Mount Padang is the biggest megalithic site in Southeast Asia, located in Cianjur, West Java. This site is a relic from the megalithic era. So, Mount Padang, known as Gunung Padang in Indonesia, Gunung, it's mean mountain, and Padang, it's mean broad island or brightness. But in the other sources, that the word Padang state from three syllables, Pa, Da, and Hyang. So Pa, it's mean place, Da, it's mean big or great, and Hyang, it's mean ancestor. So the word Padang means the big or the great place of ancestor. This place was likely used as a place of worship, but there's been a lot of controversial research down here that which could potentially say that the place construction was built to 20,000 BC. But just for reference, but the pyramids of Giza in Egypt was built around 2,500 BC. So it's mean that the Mount Padang it's older than Giza pyramid. But for your information, that this site is exactly not exactly shaped like a pyramid in Giza. It's similar like a terrace structure, similar to the Mayan temples in Mexico. So at first, originally the mountain was thought to be completely nature, where people just built on top. But in 2010, there is a scientific from Indonesia named Dr. Hilman was doing examination in Gunung Padang, discovered that Mount Padang consists from 4 layers and 5 terraces. So the 4 layers, maybe the older, was 10,000 older. So it's become a controversial because there have been many people in scientific and archaeological communities who have been very critical of Dr. Hilman and the team and his research. Some people and some archaeological say that they believe that this place only a few thousand years, and some in fact that some of them believe that this site is a place which created a natural causes from the volcano. But beside of that, now the research was stopped in around 2014, and it's become even more controversial now because there is no one who doing research anymore. But however, maybe it will be more clear as more research conducted. And so furthermore, so before you go to the top on the Mount Padang, you have to wash your face and also hands. It's not mandatory, but you are recommended. to wash your hands and your face in Cikahuripan water or Cikahuripan spring. It's mean water of life because it's never dry, even in a dry season or even in summer. So Cikahuripan, it's mean water, and Kahuripan, it's like life. It's water of life. It's like a symbol that before you are doing a worship or maybe you are pray, you have to clean your body first. But how do we get to the top of mountain? So there are three ways to go to the mountain. Two by the stairs and one easy way. So the first stairs is the original stairs, totaling 378 steps and 175 meters apart and with a slope of 45 degrees. So because of its slope and also its old age, this stair is really fragile and slip as well. That's why you are not recommended or not allowed to go down by these stairs. And the second way is use the artificial stairs. This stairs made by the government around 2011, and this is more longer than the first stairs, but I think it's safer for especially for children and also for old people. It's like 300 meters apart and 709 steps. And the last but not least, the third way is you can use the local service that will take you to the top of mountain by the motorbike. You only need to pay 50,000 or maybe 75,000 rupiah. It's approximately $5 or $6 US dollars. I think it's worth it because maybe you can go to the top without getting tired or without climbing first. So yeah, it's good for old people or children who not strong enough to climbing the stairs. And if you go to the top of mountain, what is it like there? So there is a lot of stones like upright stone, menhirs, and also dolmens. And also there is a tree, a big tree. It's a fragrant tree, and the facility there that you will get by paying 5,000 for the ticket. It's really cheap. It's mean 30 US cents, not even $1 to go to the Mount Padang. So you can get a facility like a restroom and also gazebo. It's a place for you to getting rest after you climb the stairs, and also there is food court or food vendor, so you don't have to bring huge food or huge things in your bag while you climbing. You just need to buy a food in the top of the mountain. So if you use the first or the original stairs, you will arrive in the first terrace, which is it's the lowest and the widest terrace. If you using the or artificial stairs, you will arrive in next to the second terrace. But if you use the easy way using motorbike, you will arrive in the fifth terrace, which is the highest. But I'm not recommending you to use motorbike while during the rainy season because it's slippery and also of course endangers tourists or visitors. Okay, sir, I think that's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Susan Sardinia. I think you have talent as the guide of the tourists in the Padang Mountain. Good idea. Well, my student, before me and Budiani making the brief comment, please you make also the written brief comment and sending to the WhatsApp group starting from now, not until me and Budiani finish making the comment. I would like to give opportunity to Bu Diani. Bu Diani, any comment to Susan Sardinia, please?
May I? Okay, thank you very much, Bapak Suwirta. So it's interesting how you present your material, because I somehow due to it seems that you already mastery your material. So it's interesting in part that you gave the comparable about the name of Mount Padang itself. So Padang, so it consists in three parts: Pa, Ta, and Yang. So yes, because Ta itself came from Mandarin, so Ta is big. It means big. So it's interesting that you also mention about the origin of the words. So maybe it has the origin source about where this name came from. So this is very interesting. And then you also mentioned and you also informed to us about how we can get there, and what is the easiest way to get there. And for an example that you mentioned about the stairs itself, so there are a natural stairs that is fragile from your perspective, then and there is an artificial stair. So that is very interesting that we have an alternative that, and you give an option how we could get there, and which one is the best with our conditions. So we can choose which way is the easiest way, and we can choose which way that is more complex with one and another. So that is very interesting. So yes, I agreed with Bapak Suwirta that you have that kind of talent. So keep up the good work. So that basic, and you already have that kind of fundamental of talent. So it's such a waste if you are not improving more and more. So, and I think you can be a guide for as an initial career in the museum, or wherever you want to be. So yes, you have that kind of confidence to explain something. So, and it's quite complex, and it can be understandable. So thank you very much for your good presentation for today's session, Susanna. Thank you very much, Bapak.
Okay, you welcome to Diani. Well, Susan, so I also would like to, you are good in presentation. You not reading the text, you mastery in the content of the what is Padang Mountain and so on and so forth. I think your presentation is quite good. But allow me to make the brief comment related to your presentation. Firstly, about your title, Padang Mountain. What is Mountain Padang? I think it is the Indonesian language, okay? Mountain Padang, maybe Mountain of Padang or Padang Mountain, okay? you because you are the Indonesian or Sundanese, so the the word or the sentence is like the Sundanese or the Indonesian language, okay? The biggest megalithic what is a site in Southeast Asia. I'm not sure it is the biggest in Southeast Asia. Please you comparing with other megalithic sites, maybe in Malaysia, in Cambodia, in Laos, in Vietnam. Okay, so please don't tell to Southeast Asian people that the Padang mountain is the biggest megalithic site in Southeast Asia. Maybe the Cambodia people will protest to you. No, I think Padang mountain is not the biggest megalithic site. Secondly, because I think it is not yet clearly about the story of Padang Mountain megalithic site. If you compare with the, for example, what is Giza pyramid or pyramids in Egypt, I think the history of Egypt is clear enough. Okay, clear enough in the sense of who the builders, how the community, and who the kings, for example, who built the pyramid. But in Padang Mountain, I think it is not yet clear. Okay, still debatable, still multi-interpretation. So we didn't know more about the Gunung Padang site, who the king, who the builders this megalithic site, how the people, how the community in that time, they are the original Sundanese people or comes from lion. Lion is lion people from the sky. We don't know more, okay, because it is not yet clear. I think it is the task, the obligation for the archaeologists, the geologists to explore, to describe more related to the Gunung Padang, what is the Padang Mountain megalithic site. Okay, so the story or the history of this megalithic site is not yet clear fully. Okay, because the elementary question in history, for example, who, when, what, where, why, I think we cannot answer this question. Okay, because of that, it is still controversial issues or still not clear about this megalithic site. Okay, it is about the content. Lastly, I would look up. I would like to comment related to the Padang Mountain as the tourism destination. Maybe okay. I have gone to the Gunung Padang maybe last month or last year. I forgot. However, I think particularly for the pagan visitor, for pagan tourists, Padang Mountain not yet suitable for the pagan tourists because there's the minimum about the facility. Okay, there's no hotel. Access to the Gunung Padang also still what is bad mating. There's no highway. There's the road, but there's the bridge, little bridge, in which the bus or the big car cannot access to the Padang Mountain. Okay, because of that maybe facility to access to the Padang Mountain should be reconstructed, should be built by the regional government in order Padang Mountain become the interesting tourism sites for the foreign visitor. Okay, there's also not a shopping center, you know. That's just the warung, little warung in the Gunung Padang. So I think for foreign visitor or tourist, I think it is not uh, suitable or comfortable. Okay, because uh, not yet organized optimally by the regional government. Okay, so maybe Susan can make the recommendation to the regional government in order Gunung Padang not Padang Mountain not only as the megalithic site should be clearly in story and history, but also should be developed the facility and others in order Padang Mountain become the tourism site interestingly for the foreign visitor. Okay. However, your presentation, once again, is very good, quite good. Congratulations, you have talent to be the guide. And Ibu Diani recommend you, please, you what is apply to the museum in UPI because as you know, the director of UPI museum comes from our study program. Okay, Ibu Lali Yulipal. I think that's my brief comment to Susan Sardinia presentation. I think it is enough, and thank you very much for your attention. And ladies and gentlemen, my student, I think today we ending this lecture, and let's reciting together also Hamdalah, Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. We will switch our lecture from the Zoom meeting to the WhatsApp group for reading. Maybe suggesting from your college related to the Padang Mountain. Please, other student should comment just to Susan Sardinia presentation, okay? Not to others, because other student not present the PPT. So you must comment to Susan Sardinia presentation. I think it is good presentation. Not comment about Pak Andy or Ibu Diani's comment. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, we can leave from the Zoom meeting. Thank you.